Mensa's curriculum mastery tool turns college syllabus into a structured, searchable learning map. It can integrate a university's entire curriculum into a digital academic ecosystem. When you open the tool, you see the two main parts: AI led coaching and AI led assessment. Every topic in the syllabus is supported by these two components, allowing students to either learn a concept or test their knowledge. Once you select a path, for example, coaching, the tool brings up a selection form to pinpoint exactly what you need. You can filter the curriculum by university or course, semester, subject, and topic. This aligns the learning environment exactly with the requirements of your specific course and institution. While students use this to learn or assess, teachers use the same structure to stay on top of their lesson prep. Now that we've selected a topic through the curriculum map, let's see how an AI led coaching session actually works.
Hello, Nancy. Welcome to this session on Mensa. It's great to have you here today. Let's get started. Please press the unmute button and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Nancy.
Hello, Nancy. I'm Manny, and I'll be your teacher for this session. Before we begin, tell me in one sentence what you already know about this topic.
Anatomy is the study of the human body, mainly the structure, like how organs, muscles, bones, nerves, vessels are arranged and how they're related clinically.
Your understanding provides a good foundation, Nancy, particularly regarding the idea that anatomy focuses on the structure and arrangement of the body's components and their clinical relationships. Now, let's delve into the anatomical position, which serves as a standard reference point for anatomical terminology. In the anatomical position, a person stands upright, facing forward with arms at the sides and palms facing forward. This position establishes a consistent framework for describing the locations and relationships of structures within the body. For instance, when we say the wrist is distal to the elbow, we refer to their positions relative to one another in the anatomical position. Is this explanation clear, or is there any part that feels confusing?
It's mostly clear, but can you elaborate on the example? I didn't understand distal and all of that.
I appreciate your honesty, Nancy. Let's clarify that. In anatomical terminology, distal refers to a point being further away from the torso or point of attachment compared to another part. In contrast, proximal means closer to the torso or point of attachment. For example, the wrist is considered distal to the elbow because the wrist is further from the body's center than the elbow. Conversely, the elbow is proximal to the wrist because it is closer to the body's center. Understanding these terms helps in describing locations and movements effectively in clinical practice. Does this clarification help?
Yes.
Great, let's build on that understanding. First question. In the anatomical position, which direction are the palms facing?
Forward?
That's correct. The palms face forward in the anatomical position. Now, second question. If a structure is medial, where is it located in relation to the midline of the body?
Like this, the AI coach goes through the concepts in simple terms, asks quick questions to check understanding, and gives targeted practice until the learner feels confident. In the end, a performative report is generated. Now, let me show you how AI led assessments work.
Hello, Nancy. I'm Manny, and I will be conducting your summative assessment today. This assessment is structured to evaluate your understanding of anatomical position, planes, relations, laterality, and movements. Please note that performance feedback will be provided separately in a report. Are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Great, Nancy. For the first question, can you define the anatomical position and explain why it is essential as a reference point in anatomy?
Well, anatomical position is like a reference posture that is used to describe where body parts are. In the anatomical position, a person is standing upright. His head and eyes are facing forward. The arms are at the sides, palms facing forward, um, feet flat on the floor, parallel or slightly apart, toes pointing forward.
Thank you, Nancy. For the second question, could you explain the significance of the different anatomical planes, sagittal, frontal, coronal, and transverse, and how they relate to the movements of the human body?
The three main anatomical planes are sagittal plane,
frontal coronal plane, transverse or horizontal plane. Most movements happen around an axis, and the axis is perpendicular to the plane of movement. These planes matter because they provide clear movement description.
Thank you for your response, Nancy. For the third question, how do the concepts of laterality and bilateral symmetry apply to the organization of human anatomy? And what are some clinical implications of these concepts?
Once the session ends, the session report is generated, which the learner can use to check for strengths and improvement areas.